Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach and I have great success to report. I figured out what the problem was, and let me go through that real quick. That is in the information result. The thing that I realized is what's actually looking for is hash code. It doesn't call equals, which was a little surprising. I would have thought, because get hash code, I just actually wrote an article for Rocket Technologies blog on hash codes, and hash codes are not about getting a unique value for your object, and it really shouldn't be used for equality either, because you can have it's possible to have two objects that have the same hash code but they're not actually equal. And so I'm a little surprised that it did that, but for what it's worth, I figured out, well, the get hash code was not being the same for the two functions, and I needed them to be the same. So the thing I did is I just created a string that's based on the target's return type, and then all the names of the types for all the parameters. And I create a string, and then I do a hash code on that. But that seems to work, and now everything is good. So if I come up here to the integration test, you will now see that I can actually step into partially applied here, and it all works just as expected. Now, the interesting thing about partially here is that it's not in a namespace. And I just literally noticed this as I was going through this. I think I'm okay with that, and that these partially classes aren't part of any namespace that you have to import, that they're just literally in the global namespace. And I think in this case, that's fine. Maybe I'll decide differently on that later, but it all seems to work completely as expected. All the tests pass. And so the thing I'm going to do now is add one more project, which is that NuGet host project, to have an example. And I'm already creating a NuGet package. So I'm going to, first of all, we're going to switch to release. And then I'm going to do, so this video might be really short. What do I say about, projects that, oh yeah, this will be short. This will be short. We're going to call this NuGet host. I think that's what I called it in the rocks world as well. Yep. Okay. NuGet host. Okay. And then we're going to do all the stuff where we say it should be 9.0. Yeah, that's fine. Then we can say here .NET 1.0. We can do that, and here is where I can now have like public static class maths. In fact, I'm going to grab the code from the integration test here and have the same thing there. Okay, and then I'm going to have, yeah, now it all went kerflooey, which is really funny. I was like, no, I don't like what you did. No, don't. No, stop. No. Yeah, no, I can't navigate, but if I run all the tests, yes, you will. Shut up. So what I want here in the NuGet host and NuGet packages is I want you to browse in the, oh, well, that's disappointing. I have to shut down and start up again. I think I added the NuGet config and I hadn't restarted 2019 for this one. So it needs to actually, it doesn't look for it and go, oh, you have it. Now I'm going to include that as a possible source. So as a side note, I don't know who or where I was talking about having the ability to have NuGet say, what source do I want this package to come from? Because apparently you really can't do that. And it's kind of a little disappointing. But there we go. We're going to install this. Okay. So now we should have that, and we do. Now we're going to come back to the program here, and we're going to grab some code here. We're going to do that. and do that. Okay. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to just say console out, right? Come on. Increment by 3. What do I have in all my tests? 7, 12, 18. Not that it matters, but, you know. Tripler. 12. Right? No. I'm passing in 4 to all these. Again, it doesn't matter. And sparking, because I need to have 5 and 6. Okay, now if I make this startup and I say run, there we go. And Bob's your uncle. And it all just works because we have that. So this is actually, I think this is going to probably be one of the shortest episodes I've ever done. But I got the repository up in GitHub now. I'm going to publish the package in NuGet, and I'm going to create a special edition video after dinner tonight. And because I wanted to have that on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, is tell everybody that, yes, you can now do this. And I want to put all the issues in as well into the repository so that that all gets squared away. But this is literally all I wanted to do in this video. And it just, being able to redo what I did in Rocks and just have that all work here is quite nice. So I'm going to, before we end this episode, added a NuGet testing project. Push that up. And then I'm going to just do all those things. And that's going to be it. So I feel kind of a little bad because usually my episodes are really long. And, well, I usually try to target half an hour, but I'd literally be sitting here for 23 minutes talking about nothing because I have no desire to actually even start trying to build these post MVP things and start even working on them right now. I want to say not in the mood. I was actually I felt very in in a good flow before, and I'm starting to feel like it's slowly going away, which is fine. That's totally fine. Totally fine. Okay. So that's the, even though this is probably going to get published, I think 3 months later, it's like sometime in March, this is my Happy New Year gift to everybody. It's a short video. So thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.